Let's be real. Most of us don't go broke because of one catastrophic purchase. It's not the yacht. It's not the mansion. It's the constant drip, drip, drip of small, stupid spending that bleeds us dry. But the reality is that a lot of the stuff you're wasting money on isn't just unnecessary. It's actively designed to manipulate you. Companies study your psychology, your weaknesses, your FOMO, and then sell you things that feel good in the moment, but leave your bank account gasping for air. So let's call it out. Here are the everyday things that are draining your wallet, and why cutting them might just save your future. The first and most obvious one is subscriptions. Not the ones you actually use every day, but the countless small ones that add up quietly in the background. $9.99 charge here, $14.99 there. It doesn't seem like much until you check your statement and realize you're paying for 5 streaming platforms, 2 fitness apps, and a premium service you forgot existed. According to recent reports, the average person now spends over $250 a month on subscriptions alone, often for things they barely use. The subscription model was built on this. Companies know most people will sign up, forget, and keep paying. It's not your lack of discipline, it's their business plan. Cancel what doesn't serve you and watch how much lighter your monthly spending feels. Next is the trap of convenience. Modern life has made it incredibly easy to spend money without thinking. Food delivery apps, ride-hailing services, instant online shopping, they've turned impatience into profit. Sure, it's nice to have your favorite meal show up in 20 minutes, but those delivery fees, tips, and markups pile up fast. Ordering takeout 3 times a week can easily cost an extra $300 a month compared to cooking at home. Multiply that by a year, and you've spent over $3,000 for the convenience of not walking to the kitchen. It's not that you should never treat yourself, but convenient spending can quietly steal money that could have gone towards savings or investing. Then there's brand loyalty. One of the most expensive habits people don't realize they have. Companies love to make you feel like part of a tribe. Whether it's Apple, Nike, or Starbucks, the brand identity becomes emotional. You don't just buy a product, you buy belonging. That's why people line up for new phones that are nearly identical to last year's model or pay triple for a logo stitched onto a shirt. There's nothing wrong with enjoying quality, but if you're constantly upgrading or chasing status through brands, you're spending for validation, not value. A phone that costs $500 less still makes the same calls. A plain white t-shirt from a normal store covers you just as well as a designer one. The wealthy understand this. They buy for function, not flex. Another wallet drain is gadgets and impulse tech. The promise of new has become an addiction. Companies know that tech fatigue is real. The more you see new products online, the more you feel like yours is outdated. So you upgrade. Not because you need it, but because everyone else seems to. But the truth is, most people use only a fraction of the features on their devices. You don't need the latest smartwatch, phone, or tablet every year. What you actually need is to extract full value from what you already own. Technology used to be a tool to improve productivity. Now, for many, it's a recurring monthly bill disguised as progress. Closely linked to that is the social spending trap. This is the money you spend not because you want to, but because you don't want to feel left out. Drinks after work, birthday dinners, weekend getaways, the small social purchases that seem harmless in isolation. But the pressure to say yes can lead to financial exhaustion. People often confuse connection with consumption. Real relationships don't depend on whether you join every brunch or night out. It's fine to spend on experiences that truly matter to you, but it's equally okay to decline. Learning to say no to unnecessary outings is one of the simplest ways to protect both your wallet and your peace of mind. Then there's one of the biggest money leaks of all, convenience credit. Credit cards make spending painless. Tap, swipe, done. You don't feel the weight of the purchase until the bill arrives. And when it does, many people pay only the minimum, which is where the trap tightens. Interest quietly compounds, and what started as a $100 purchase turns into a $200 one over time. Credit isn't bad when used wisely. It can build your score, offer rewards, and help in emergencies. But treating it as an extension of your income keeps you broke. The best habit you can develop is paying off your balance in full and using credit only when you already have the cash to cover it. Impulse shopping is another silent thief. Social media has turned every scroll into a sales pitch. Limited edition ending soon. Only 3 left in stock. These phrases are engineered to trigger scarcity and urgency. You're not buying because you need something. You're buying because you don't want to miss out. The sad part, most impulse purchases lose their excitement the moment they arrive. The box sits unopened, the product unused, but the charge stays on your statement. The best way to fight this is the 48-hour rule. If you see something you want, wait 2 days. If you still want it after that, buy it. Most times, the urge will pass, and so will the expense. Another big drain comes from overpaying for comfort. People often justify expensive habits with phrases like, "I deserve it," or "it's just a little treat." But these treats stack up. Daily coffee runs, frequent takeouts, paid upgrades. They create a slow leak in your finances. There's nothing wrong with comfort, but there's a difference between comfort and convenience disguised as necessity. Making your own coffee or preparing lunch at home doesn't make you cheap. It makes you financially aware. Over time, those daily $5 purchases can grow into thousands of dollars, enough to fund investments or debt repayment. And we can't ignore one of the most subtle wallet drains, lifestyle inflation. The moment your income increases, your expenses often follow. You move to a nicer apartment, get a better car, eat at fancier restaurants. You feel like you're progressing, but financially you're just treading water at a higher level. Real wealth comes from maintaining your previous lifestyle while your income grows. The gap between what you earn and what you spend is what builds financial freedom. Every time you upgrade your lifestyle too soon, you're essentially trading your future for temporary comfort. One of the newer money traps today is microtransactions, small in-app purchases that seem harmless but add up fast. Whether it's a mobile game, a dating app boost, or a pro version of something you barely use, these little charges prey on impatience. The strategy is psychological. Make it cheap enough to ignore, but frequent enough to accumulate. Over a year, those $2 or $5 charges can amount to hundreds. The same goes for digital content, paying for filters, themes, or skins that offer no lasting value. It's digital clutter, and it drains your wallet just like physical clutter fills your home. Marketing has also convinced many people that self-improvement must be expensive. Fitness subscriptions, productivity gadgets, or luxury wellness products promise transformation, but most of it comes down to consistent effort, not fancy tools. You don't need a $70 water bottle or a $1,000 treadmill to get healthy. A walk outside is free. A good book is often more valuable than another online course you'll never finish. Spending money can sometimes feel like progress, but it only becomes progress if it leads to real results. Then there's the trap of replacing instead of maintaining. People often throw out or replace things that can be repaired. The culture of convenience has made fixing things seem outdated, but every replacement is an expense that could have been avoided. Learning to repair, reuse, or repurpose isn't just sustainable, it's financially smart. Lastly, emotional spending is a hidden financial pattern that drains more accounts than people realize. Shopping when bored, stressed, or sad gives a temporary sense of control or happiness, but it fades fast. The relief doesn't last, and the guilt that follows makes things worse. Recognizing these emotional triggers is key to breaking the cycle. Whenever you feel the urge to spend emotionally, redirect that energy. Take a walk, journal, or call a friend. Your future self will thank you. All these small leaks have one thing in common. They don't feel dangerous until they add up. One subscription, one dinner, one upgrade. Harmless alone, damaging together. The best part is that fixing them doesn't require massive sacrifice. It just requires awareness. Start by reviewing your spending line by line for 1 month. Identify what doesn't add genuine value to your life and cut it. You'll be surprised how quickly your financial situation starts to improve. The truth is, most people don't get rich by earning a huge income. They get rich by keeping what they earn. If you plug the leaks, automate your savings, and resist the urge to spend for comfort or status. Your bank balance will start working for you instead of against you. Financial peace isn't built in one big move. It's built quietly by stopping the small habits that drain your wallet day after day. Because in the end, it's not the big purchases that destroy your wealth. It's the small ones you never pay attention.